embarrassing. Start crying, you're sensitive. Oh. Something wrong with your weapon, Lieutenant.
The
Keeps missing.
armistice is sufficiently precise, officer, especially at close range.
He takes his sidearm from you and holsters
It's
it.
not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like, fucking hooves or something.
Oh. What happened? Did I lose connection? Hello? Am I here? Am I live? What happened? Monka. I don't know what happened. Am I here? Okay. Yeah, you're back? You're back now? I didn't even realize I'd lost connection. You good? Weird hiccup? We were off for a bit? You're live now? Okay. That was odd. Oh, is that why y'all were panicking? He shot the moon and crashed it. I was so confused. So I missed the shot and I shot him in the stomach and I thought you were panicking because I missed the shot. I didn't realize you were panicking because it went offline. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but that's what happened. Yeah, we missed the shot. I missed the shot.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
Dramatic timing. Very. No wonder I had no idea what was going on. If I can't shoot him down, no one will. Lieutenant, we should entrust Kuno with your service weapon. He can shoot it down. Lieutenant, we should entrust Kuno with your service weapon. He says he can shoot it down.
The lieutenant does not dignify that with an answer. He snaps the button on his holster and says,
We still need to get him down.
His tone was growing tired now. The stench makes him turn away from the corpse. But how?
The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
But won't it be dangerous? Good job, we already found a way in the harbor. But won't it be dangerous?
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to accomplish this feat ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Free, hi Giuseppe. Please shoot Kuno.
Suck my dick, bitches.
Cool. Good job. We already found a way in. Good job. We already found a way in the harbor.
Hooray for us.
Let's get to it then. Well then. Okay. Tools. Tools. We got a flashlight. I guess we're gonna go back and talk to Everard, right? That's gotta be the fucking strat here, right? Can we talk to Kim?
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet.
We should take care of that then.
Kuno and Kuno S are just Slug and Roast Doodle cameos? Yeah. I would like to punt the cheeky children in Disco Elysium, yeah. But I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out.
Okay.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Whoa. I was gone for a bit. What did I miss? Apparently, I went offline when I went to go shoot the corpse. I was trying to shoot the corpse down, and I ended up shooting the corpse in the stomach. And then I went offline as soon as I fired the shot, and chat panicked. But yeah, we missed. And we talked to the corpse. Let's talk to her. Oh, there's a bunch of people in here now.
Hello again, sweetie.
Oh, Sweetie needs money. I gotta get going now. Classic Slug. Slug shot his router, yeah.
Can I help you?
So about
Yes,
that money I
have
owe.
you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for the night.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I'll freeze to death because I'm losing the stupid money game. Kim is about to say something. Let him.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However,
He adjusts his glasses. You shot him in the stomach. Actually, I think we shot him in the chest, but it looked like the stomach in the game.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
True.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and
He stops mid-sentence.
He shrinks back a bit under the lieutenant's severe gaze.
Oh.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on. I still have my key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it.
He taps his foot against the metal box installed on the back of the counter.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
I'll find a way in. I'll break the door down.
Wonderful. Try to do that. I'll have to call you an ambulance.
This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh,
Oh,
Lieutenant, we're done here.
bye. Well, at least we won't freeze to death, I guess. What's this guy's deal? It's all about money, you know? Well, I guess I can't talk to any of these people. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-cracked boots and rolled-down overalls. Back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a
On
tree.
the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Wake him up.
There is only one way to awake this bone idol from his slumber.
Okay, Vaughn.
Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
No words, just a primordial scream. The 30-something man slowly lifts his head and gives you a pensive look. You're alive. You looked out for the long count. You're alive. You looked out for the long count
Wait.
there.
What? I was just sleeping. What do you want, officer?
Officer,
Oh.
even after a rude awakening, this dock worker respects the police. More than they usually do, at least.
Tell me about Wild Pines. I have to protect the interests of this establishment as if it's not his establishment and money into his pocket. Yeah. I don't think he owns it. I think he's just a manager. Who's behind the organizing the strike? What about the dead body in the yard? Tell me about Wild Pines.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's that going?
How's it going?
The dock worker lets out a big yawn, then stares at the cafeteria terrace doors. Some fingerprints glisten on the glass.
Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
I'm not sure what you mean.
We're in the middle of a strike down at the harbour, trying to force some sense into the executive board of Wild Pines. For one, I could use some more shut-eye in the mornings. Right to work, right to sleep, I say.
Let's see. Why are you sleeping here while the others are out striking?
They got it. Majoret's got it. He's guarding the gate. I just getting some sleep. Or was.
He's just got sleepy bitch disease. He's just like me, for real, for real. See anything interesting in your dreams?
Thank God, no.
Let's see. Was it a fathomless darkness into which we ought to be deferred, like corpses to a mausoleum?
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No corpses. No mausoleums. Just quality time.
Whoa. Slug, drink your dumb bitch juice? Okay, hold on. Spippy. Thank you. What? Lucky bastard? Yeah, must be nice. Here, get back on my head. Where you belong. Next to the Fisk.
A little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone. You can never return to it now. Only detective work remains. Wakefulness and detection.
Who's behind organizing the strike?
We are the workers, the union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
You mean there's no leader?
Okay, I guess there's also Everard. He's in
Whoa.
charge of the union. He's smart, knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
Wait, what does the dumb bitch juice do? You're already a dumb bitch. It just enhances the experience. Keeps his head empty, yeah. What about the dead body in the yard?
Yeah, what about it?
You seem cool with it. You have many of those hanging from the trees here.
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs.
This is why I don't trust Fisks. By the way, Slug, you should find Grubon D's. No. No. I don't have a good comeback. The juice feels the dumb and the bitch. No, you grub on my D's. Got him.
If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern?
Someone has to look into it. Someone has to look into it. Looks like I'm that someone. Tell me what you know.
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
What trouble?
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
Got him. Yeah, grab on D's. Whoa. The game that gave me depression? Hi, Bucket Goose.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook. So human people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even sleepy hair. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective.
Why did you clean up the floor with your face? With my face? What do you mean? Hi, Xavier. Yours?
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that, pal.
Game really comes back to you? Yeah. You have a graham cracker on your face. It's because it's Monday, so I'm allowed to lick it. And now it's stuck to me. All right. I'll let
The
you
dock
sleep.
worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep.
Slippy these nuts in your mouth. Yippee. Well, I think that's about all we can do now. I think we just kind of have to go. Summer door closed for the winter. Wait, can we go back here? I think it's the end of the day, so I don't think I can go back down here. Oh, maybe we can. The dishes are drying. The smell of chemicals and pine trees. Are you the smart detective, the wholesome detective, or the muscle
You
detective?
See a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
I don't know what I am, to be honest. I'm a communist. That's as far as I've gotten in determining the type of person that I am.
You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue.
He's the
for
commie
mystery.
detective, yeah. Blue is for mystery. Like, have you heard of Suck on My Big Ol'? Whoa, PogChamp detective. You gonna hold tab? Touch the
The
door.
cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Try to push on
The
the door.
door does not budge.
Wonder where this door
You
leads.
do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Drawn to its cobalt blue. It's part of the Whirling in Rags. Out of duty. It's part of the Whirling in Rags. There's something about this place that makes me want to know.
Eccentric. But okay, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
What's your stat distribution? Oh, I invested in, what was the one I picked, chat? I don't remember.
He's not bothered by your eccentricity. He seems genuinely intrigued himself.
The door is a mega investigation? Yes, a mini side investigation. The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo
If
investigation.
you say so. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Where's my stats? Let's see. Inland Empire is where I put a bunch of it. That's where the majority of it is. Also, I think I have skills to utilize. He went custom? I did go custom. Okay. Let's... Whoa. Gimme. Okay. Whoa, what's that? No intellect? Yeah, no. Who needs that? Wholesome detective? Whoa, I see. Alright. No facts and logic? Yeah. Sons of bitches. Up yours, woke moralists! Alright. I think it's time to go to sleepy. Also, I have to pee.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Everything talks to you with Inland Empire? Yeah, no facts, only emotions. Wholesome hobo detective stealing people's pocket change,
I have
yeah.
something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
It's not stealing if you're the police? Yeah, I'm allowed to. I'm legally allowed to loot. It's not looting when the cops do it. For the stretch. Whoa.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Whoa. It's asset seizure. Yeah, it's evidence. Have you met the lady on the boat yet? Yeah. We talked to her a little bit. What do you mean you confiscated them? Said something about a pawn shop?
Yes, there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
Thanks, weird lady. What do you mean you confiscated
A couple
them?
of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
You took his spinners? Isn't that corruption? I get it. I would have confiscated it too. They're mesmerizing. So you took his spinners?
I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
Charity for cops is when they plant shit on you? Yeah. This ice cream truck outside won't go away. I'm slowly going insane. Isn't that corruption?
I don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yeah, outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
Cute! What the fuck? Cute. I'm sorry you have to sell them because of me.
As I said, they are useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
They're so cute. Oh, God. So fucking cute. Thanks. I appreciate your help. Take the
The
spinners.
lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Close the door and leave. How do we... You are here. How do we get to the pawn shop? The trigger warnings when you go to... Ah, suicide, dead body, gotcha. Okay. Some trigger warnings. Kim, cute. How do we get to the pawn shop? He said it's south of here. Never eat soggy weenies. Maybe down this way. Go down and left. Down the road path. Like this way? Is this south? I don't think I've gone this way yet. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Oh, yep. Okay. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain almost washed them off. Down to the left. Oh, is this it? Up here? Maybe? Whoa. Come back. We had a thought. The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. No, down, down? Okay, gotcha. Alright. We'll keep going down in a sec. I gotta pee. Let me get back to the road, and then I'll go on a BRB real quick. Because I don't think I've done a single one today. Okay, let me escape. Alright, let me do a BRB real quick. I'll be right back, okay? Hi. 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 I'm back. Hi. Okay. Down. Do you wash your hands, Slug? Be honest. I did, and I got more soup. A sewer grate. Gateway to the river of filth. Well, I washed my hands, and I got more soup. Well, is this it? Roy's Pawn Shop. Fast cash for faster times. Washed hams. Yeah, I washed my hams. Water lock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. Okay. Good soup. Oh, spooky. The hell? This place is spooky. Oh, I want to see whatever this is. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register. Oh. A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. The dark, a film projector, is whirring away.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Win her back. Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box. Whoa. Win her
Yes.
back.
Buy something nice. A figurine.
Inspect the knights on horseback.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Point at the knights on horseback. Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
Whoa.
A long, long time ago.
Inspect the blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
This looks like Renee, the old guy who's playing Pet and Q. Wait, this looks like Renee, the old guy who's playing Petanque.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Ah, point at the blue figurines. Are these royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah,
Oh.
those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
I like the pawn shop guy. He has terrible vibes. Oh, inspect the figurines and rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Point at the figurines and rags. Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers.
Oh,
I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
meant to give people hope. Even we can do it. The contrast is meant to be disheartening. It is impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. Ask my friend Gart, whose bitch it made me. Oh. I wish it was more nuanced. As it stands, I cannot comment. I love this dude. He's cool. Meant to give people hope. Even we can do it.
Maybe.
Speaking of, I need to give this form my shades. I just realized I don't have the Gurren Lagann thing set up on this one. That rhetoric reminded me of the type of rhetoric I usually throw around on this stream. Perfect. 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 It's perfect. They fit perfectly. Wow, 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 wow. I like them. Wow, 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 wow. Nice. Okay. The fuck that kind of suit you? Thanks. Doesn't matter the form. Slonky is still part of Team Die Slugon. The leader of Team Die Slugon, even. Maybe.
He seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in perpetuity by these toys.
Flamina.
Might be interesting to find out what it is.
Dig up a truly cool figurine.
Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys.
No, you're the mascot? Yeah. Bug. I scrambled it. Mostly military wear with few more eccentric fashions thrown in. No gods, no masters. Wait, what's the check for?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of
Interfacing.
the trinkets.
Skills. Master machines, pick locks and pockets. Sure. Sure. Accept changes. Try it
You
again.
see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of it. Why?
Yay!
What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this?
Oh, that's the headless phone rider.
Broke, leveling to understand old people. Woke, leveling to find a cool toy. Exactly. Oh?
The headless phone rider. It's an urban legend. about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
He points at the decapitated figurine. You really value broken shitty toys over Renee with these skills? Why the fuck would I care what an old fascist has to say? I found a cool action figure.
50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
Oh, we're asking Joyce for money? True. Purchase.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
He grins. Adidas tracksuit Doolan. Aren't these fascist toys? Some of the soldiers are. Some of them are revolutionaries, though. And I think this guy's just like Headless Horseman. Fuck, we in a pawn shop? Yeah. And we got a lucky toy.
Smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him.
Joyce gives that some of the best lore. What's this?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
You gaze run over the streetlight. Is that a streetlight? Where did you get this? How much for the streetlight? Let your gaze run over the
The light
streetlight.
pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
He pauses, studying the light. Yeah, true. My dad does weird shit like this. My dad does weird shit like this to random old junk. Hold on, I need to... These are like... There we go. Maybe like right there. No, they're still stuck on this. Your dad steals streetlights? He doesn't steal streetlights, but he like converts weird shit into weirder shit. Admirable. He'll like make weird stuff out of like old junk and stuff. He doesn't as much anymore, but he used to. How much for the
700
streetlight?
real. A bargain, I dare say.
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet talk you into buying trash.
Didn't he do the fucking pull cord light switch or whatever? Oh yeah, that was like one of the least extensive things my dad did. But yeah, he's the one who did the pull cord light switch thing. That's me with old operating systems. My dad put here, I'll show you. Paint. My dad at one point had half of the front of a car and the back half of a different car, and he like stuck them together and it functioned. He made it work. He basically made a Frankenstein car. This is the type of shit he does. Slug, you should absolutely start saving these images for when that same question comes up. I guess so. I just like drawing them though. Based? Yeah, my dad's he literally is an engineer. That's what he has a degree in, but he just likes making weird shit. So like he has a whole set of golf clubs where they're not practical, but instead of like the club itself, they're the front of like he likes cars. So they're like the front of like model cars and stuff. So that's what's on the fucking golf club where like the actual club is supposed to go. The mechanical version of what I need a lab for? Yeah. And my dad's just, how did someone smart make you? Okay, dude. Yeah. But yeah, that's the type of stuff my dad does. He puts weird shit together. We've got a whole front room. I could do a street lamp thing with a proper testing area. His whole front room at his house. I think I posted a picture of it before. I can't remember if I did or not, but it's constantly perpetually horror themed. So here's the window. It's a valid question though. Well, I don't have an answer. Because I have anime brain rot. That's how. There's a window here. Did your dad put a half a slug and half a donkey together? Yeah. Just smoking, or are we all just sipping juice? Whoa. I'm just sipping. It's 1 a.m. and I've been awake for like 20 hours and done shit all day, but here I am stuck glued watching a stupid slug because I can't stop watching. Make sure you get some rest. So he has a fake fireplace right here. So this isn't a real fireplace, but he has that in here. And then he has, usually the Christmas tree is up year round in this room. Christmas tree's right here, but it has like Halloween decorations all over it. So it's like skulls and stuff like that. So that's right here. It's a real fake fireplace. Then he's got like a fake old radio. What did I miss? I'm explaining my dad's eccentricisms. Also, Slug, you literally gave yourself 1 intelligence. You just gotta reflect yourself. I'm creative, not smart. That's my excuse. So it's like an old stereo. Actually, I think this thing works, but this is an old stereo. And then on top of it, he has like a fake TV, like an old fake, like classic CRT. And he set it up to where it plays random horror movies if you turn it on. Slonky is smart enough to have a community, to have based wife and comfy community. So this like plays like old horror movies. It's like not a real TV. It's got a DVD player in it. You know, Slug is being cute. What did I do? And then he's got a bicycle in here, I think. He's got a bicycle like this. Like that. And it's like Buffalo Bills themed because that's his favorite sports team. What else is in here? What else is in here? Oh, there's a big spooky monster thing. So it's like a big ghoul looking thing. Hold on. Like it's like it's a big monster. And it's pretty tall. Like it's probably like 6 feet tall. And it's like rah, and it's got like claws and stuff, like this, like rah. Look at this nerd streaming and stuff. Hi, Bio, Bio, yo, 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 yo. Hi, Bio, yo, 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 yo. So it's like this big monster, but he has a Santa hat on it. So it's got this Santa hat on it. And the funny thing about this monster is he bought this forever ago, and it's usually in this front room. But at one point when I was back in college, I would come home at like fuck o'clock in the morning because I preferred driving overnight because of the heat. So I would drive overnight, and so like I'd usually get back to my dad's house at like 3 or 4 a.m. And I came into my room, and I opened my door, and this fucking thing is standing right in front of the doorway. Like my dad put it there to fuck with me, and it scared the shit out of me because, mind you, it's 4 a.m. and I've been driving for like 4 or 5 hours. So this scared the shit out of me, and then I yelled at him in the morning. I was like, God fucking damn it. But then, yeah, now it lives in the front room. But yeah, that happened once. But yeah, it's a big spooky monster thing. But yeah, my dad's kind of a weirdo, and he collects and builds and makes stuff. Anyway, that's what this lamp reminded me of. You out of your mind? There's one just like that on every corner. Yo 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 yo. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems a bit steep. 700 sounds about right. I imagine it wasn't easy sawing off that street lamp. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems a bit steep.
There's also the matter of rewiring, but the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
I want that street light. I don't have $700. Nothing else you need to know about the light. All right, let's talk to this guy. Whoa. Okay.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
Yes.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
I feel like I'm interrupting you. It's shameful how insufficient the police presence is in these parts. Tell me, have you had any trouble lately? I'm gonna go sleep now. I fucking love you, Sluggy, in chat. And always remember, I bully y'all because I love you. You're wonderful, Sluggy. Thank you for toughing it out as long as you did, Frostby. Go get some sleep. And I will see you in a week, okay? I love you a ton. Thank you always for being such a wonderful part of this community and keeping the vibes fun and bullying the slonky. Go get some rest, okay? I love you. I looked up what happens if you buy the street lamp and I'm rolling. I see. Well, maybe we'll buy it at some point. We don't even have a house. Where the fuck are we gonna put it? Sleep well, sleep well. And see you in a week. I'll see you in the Discord, but I'll see you on stream in a week. Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting.
No, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Whoa, I love all y'all.
Customers, usually.
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored.
Hi, Abba. Hi.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection. Typical Vaucus consumerist objects. Just got a new phone, Poggers. What kind of phone? I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others. This business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize. Gross. Quite the collection. I may have something to add to it.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadows on the walls behind you.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Let's see. Okay, fine, electrochemistry.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon? What's
Drug
that?
developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has
Oh.
psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Is it just me, or is it really warm in here? Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes. Get straight to the point. Is it just me, or is it really warm in here?
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
He's high on peer, yeah. A Samsung A13. Whoa. I got a Z Flip a while back, and I like it. Boomer phone.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting. Those triangle patches on his vest. You have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
Say, what's with the triangles on your vest? It's pretty obvious you're under the influence. Just curious, I probably did loads of pyridine. Pyrrolidin before I lost my memory. I'm a chill out cop who just wants to have some of what you have. What's with the triangles on your vest?
I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. You know, after the People's Pile disaster.
He coughs as if to mark his words.
Had to take Pyrrolidon for radiation sickness. That's what you were hinting at just now, wasn't it?
He's taking it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
People's Pile, what's that? Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you're a part of. Must have been tough. Radioactive cleanup. Must have been tough. Radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile.
Forgot you had a hat, and I just noticed. Yeah, I got drip.
So much
kid gave it to me.
disappointment and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it that the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
He sighs and shakes his head.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
People's Pile. What's that?
Bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too.
Yeah, I think it's a Chernobyl analog. That's what I think it's meant to represent, considering that he specified leftists. Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were a
We
part
were
of.
an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
Oh,
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out.
they had good intention, but sure didn't know what they were doing, nor did they clearly have the resources to do it. Yeah, it's sad.
There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
He looks at the spiraling light and stops. How'd you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
He shrugs. Valid. Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
I really like this guy. Thank you for the stremch and the spippy. Hi, Haig. I like this guy. He's got good vibes. I take it back. He doesn't have bad vibes. He's got good vibes. Thank you for the stremch. He's just kind of like getting by these days, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Shut the fuck up, electrochemistry. Care to share? There's something I'd like to sell. There's something I'd like to sell.
We'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump-a-mesque banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
Okay. He takes the cash, then turns to you.
Here's the 100 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his pocket. So, like, what's your perception at? Where's perception? Where's perception? 3.
The windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Both the lieutenant and the pawnbroker turn to you. Fascinating photo of a corpse here. I'll check my pockets. I don't have anything to sell at the moment. I'd like 3 perceptions, please. I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
There used to be a tape in this case, but it was destroyed in a fit of rage. Pen with a kind Greek ape on its head. The ape has closed its eyes, kind of... 135. Lieutenant's handkerchief. Postcard. Photo of a happy couple. Postcard. Wool. We don't really have anything to sell. There's a thing on day 1 you can find with like super high perception. I see ape NFT. I'm gonna sell the ape pen. I'm gonna sell my NFT real quick. Wool. What? Pawn? Okay. Oh, okay. I see. One corner is adorned with lace and a tiny embroidered portiere. Should I sell the handkerchief? Photo of a happy couple. Black and white photo. Rubishell Fair. I don't need anything with this. This shit out of here. I'm going to end you? It's just covered in vomit. But I'll keep it, okay. He gave you that to you, you monster? It's covered in vomit. Never sell your boyfriend's handkerchief? Okay, I won't. Calm down, chat. Hillsides are lush with garden. Okay, we're good here. Close. I'd like to sell my clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
He looks you up and down quickly. See that Apple made Zuck lose $10 billion? No, what happened? What did they do? What did they do? Well,
and especially that tie.
9 for the thing?
Photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
Suddenly his gaze fixes on your tie. He steps back from the glass, and especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. Necrotic objects. They added an option to block apps to collect data? That's fucking amazing. They zucked them off? That's fucking incredible.
Your mother is a necrotic object. I'm fun. Look at me sparking in the light of the projector.
Yeah, that's right, Necktie. People are doing that on Facebook and Instagram. Not enough, I want Zuck to lose all his money. Me too, but it's funny that it ruined his day. You know what I mean? You can opt out of any app. That's fucking incredible. That's really fucking awesome. I hope Samsung adopts it too. Fuck the entire fucking data collection form of capital generation for advertisers. Just real fucking scum. Zuckerberg is one of the biggest pieces of shit on the planet. Touching grass isn't enough. I want bad things to happen to billionaires. Yeah, exactly. I don't have anything to sell.
Another time, perhaps.
Destroy the data collection industry. Care to share? You might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
A few decades ago, the very fact that a company would be complaining about that would have been seen as anti-competitive. Yeah, and reason enough for a fucking government intervention. If we didn't live in hell, after all. Dude, can you imagine losing 10 billion because of like 4 lines of code? Yeah. Zuck should redact it on a redacted? Yeah. Collect this data, pants grab. Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
Understandable.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
Think you could help me get a corpse out of a tree?
The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself.
Well,
ask around the harbour. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help.
Actually, that's all I got.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers of the citizens' militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Ah, fuck. If I ever make enough money, I'd like to make a crowdsourced Venmo equivalent for strike funds and mutual aid. That would be incredibly based. Posted in Miss Media. I'll check it out after stream.
What? Sold?
Fuck.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun? At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Fuck.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
What's he talking about with the photon? Is that like some weird like pseudo-religion shit?
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems...
Yeah, it was making too much noise. I feel like there's something you're not telling me. Feel like there's something you're not telling me.
You
Bad
weren't
vibes.
quiet yourself, officer.
Side effects of the drugs? Yeah, I think it's more like vibes. Yeah, bad vibes. Electric defragilants. Tread sneaking out with a handful of Snickers. Oh, maybe he's really into feng shui. Maybe feng shui. You weren't quite yourself, officer. What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight, and that you need the money.
Oh.
When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
It's not funny. What made me giggle was the way the voice actor, and I like the voice actor for this character, his S's hang. Very, very snake-like. And when he said sucked, it hung on the S and it made me giggle.
Very normal behavior. You must have
Very normal. Most normal cop. How much should I sell the gun for? Happens to the best of us, I guess. Maybe I really should have killed myself. Maybe I still will one of these days. Sorry to see that me in that state. We don't have to talk about it any further. Wait. How much did I sell the gun for?
15 real.
15 real.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though.
God, you were a fucking wreck before we got scrambled? Yeah.
This has got to be the most. Wow. There's pity there, too. In case you didn't notice.
Happens to the best of us, I guess.
It certainly does, especially in Rivershow.
Was the buyer a policeman too? Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
The lady on the boat? Joyce? The voices have such amazing dialogue. It's Neanners. I have the body of a pig. Feel like you need to personally apologize to Kim? Yeah. When you fuck up so bad, all the voices in your head start to roast you, calling herself a pay pig? Yeah.
Told, she was terrifying.
Huh. I don't think... It doesn't sound like Joyce, but
Right,
maybe.
so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Sounds about right.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
One of my rabid fans. Maybe she's a vigilante. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizen militia? I'm sorry I sold my gun. Maybe she's a vigilante. Wants to prove she can do our jobs better than we can.
It's possible in these parts of town. We ought to find her and discourage her from taking justice into her own hands.
He looks around, worried. Feel like you'd know if it was Joyce, someone you've not met. I'm pretty sure yeah. Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
Fair enough.
Needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everett wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down in time.
If people from Everett Clare's Union come here to track that gun... If people from Everett Clare's Union come here to track that gun...
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it.
Oh.
They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
Lieutenant's eyebrows rise slightly. At least I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
I want to ask about my missing gun again. I have other business to take care of now. Okay, bye. Bye. Pay for damages. All right, let's go get our room back. Bam. Bye. Whoa. Hi, Kim. All right, let's go home. Whoa. And then in here. Bop, 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 bop. Do you think she's LARPing as a cop? I don't know. Maybe. I have your shmoney.
Can I help you?
So bet
Yes.
that money out.
Have you got it?
I have
Well-
your money. Oh. He doesn't care. Slam the bills down on the counter. I hope you choke on it. Here's the 100 real. Slam the bills down on the counter. I hope you
Great.
choke on it.
Perfect. I hope you enjoy your freezing cold room with the window you broke yourself.
How'd you get the money, by the way? Kim let us sell his hubcaps. Back from the doctors, and I was right about the we aren't sure how you're alive thing. Whoa. Well, I'm glad you are.
You've really worn down his patience. Even paying him didn't help.
The
Oh, well.
electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow.
9 p.m. tomorrow. Whoa, 356 milligrams of cholesterol. Yeesh. I'll say I got it from Joyce. Oh, you got the money from Joyce? Whoa.
Starting tomorrow, please pay for each night in advance. 20 real per night. If you don't have the money, it's over for you. Got it? You've got nowhere else to stay.
Kim is too nice. I would have just dropped you off at the station and gone for a drink. Stop eating garbage?
Time stops advancing after 2 in the morning. If you haven't paid for your room by then, it's game over. Don't leave finding money to the last minute, however. It's harder to make cash after nightfall when the shops are closed and the streets empty.
I'll take a room here too.
He opens his wallet.
Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
He looks at the lieutenant, avoiding your gaze.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Whoa. Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just the frit warehouse, probably.
Whoa. Hold on. Hold on. My phone keeps going off and I don't know why. There we go. I'm back for more brain rot before Slonky leaves forever. Look at your cute little glasses. Yeah. Frit. I'm back. Did we lose any sanity? We lost one morale when I tried to shoot the corpse. Have you threatened Gart with karaoke yet? I have. And he didn't like
Or
it.
some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his finger across the counter to check for dirt.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Can't believe Slug's going to Planet Namek. I gotta go visit my family in Namek. We shall be slonkulous for a whole week forever. Yeah, I gotta go see my Namekian family though, cause I'm a slug. Think you'd like to know what's? I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage.
Whoa, Slug's never coming back. Yeah, I am. Someday.
So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. and I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
Interesting. Got bit by a horrible creature rat dog? Whoa. We will survive. We'll be strong without you. Y'all can do it. And I'll still be on Discord. I'll still pop in. Bye. I asked if it was friendly. The owner said yes. Guess it wasn't. I'll survive off the condensation in the mod basement. You cannot get rid of me. Where's Kim gonna go? Kim, do you want to sleep over?
Yes?
Nothing. Kim, do you want to sleep over?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go. Can't believe Slug is going to be gone forever. Time to force Vaughn to watch shows with me. Whoa.
The air outside is
Gremlin
brisk.
baby teeth. Whoa.
The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But
I didn't know
also
Kim
remember
smoked.
you wanting to discuss the RCM?
Whoa. I didn't know you smoked, Kim. I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Huh.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more? Whoa. How'd you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Keeping the habit
flicks the
within
ash.
parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all.
I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more
I
cigarettes?
apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
Right then. The debrief.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
Kim has cool photons? True. Could you be like that? Yeah. How do you think today went? So what are our powers exactly? How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal, and we still have to get him down from the tree.
I just wanted to make sure he was really dead.
As for the interviews, we conducted an interview with Everard Clare. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
Sure, I can get him to tell us more. He's a tough cookie, that one. He's a tough cookie, that one.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
Big relief. It's a very serviceable name. I don't know how I feel about my name, actually. I want a different name. One I haven't ruined yet. That's a
We can
really...
look into the process of changing your name after we finish this investigation.
I like that line a lot. That's a really heavy line. I like that a lot.
We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
Oh, I'm gonna miss Slug. I'm gonna miss you too, Henge. I'm gonna miss all of y'all. I like that it calls you out for running. It's part of the Jamrock Shuffle. Mine moves fast. The rest is, yeah, I have ADHDs. That's why. I'm training for a long distance run. That's how we roll in Precinct 41. I don't know why I do the things I... I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. But I have a feeling it has something to do with this weird slug donkey creature in my brain.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those heels.
In those heels. He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette. True, we are wearing heels. I only walked the first day and he still accused you of running? Electrochemistry, you soggy croissant.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. What the fuck? They're so cute. Whoa. So what are your powers exactly? Oh, what are our powers exactly? So what are our powers exactly? The RCM.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Is this still the first day? How slow does time go in this game? Yeah, we've played, what, like 3 streams of this? Yeah, it's only the first day. This is the end of the first day. Looks like a slug, a femboy, a donkey, an asshole camera, and other. Yeah. Is he flirting with us? I hope so. We're in, boys. 1,000, why not more? Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station.
It only goes when you talk to the people or your mind. Yeah.
Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
1,000, why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Huh. Interesting. Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
I'm gonna be sure the arrestee will show up. I'm gonna be sure the arrestee will show up.
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
Uh-huh.
When power
Stop
calls
resisting.
you come. But power itself is a fragile trick of perception.
You come. I see. And if someone resists...
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty... Have you killed anyone? Have I killed anyone? Have I killed anyone?
That's an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
I come.
Of course you've killed people. It's somewhere down there, melting in all the drink.
Whoa. Don't know if I really want to know.
Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence.
Shocker.
He's not judging you. He's respectfully acknowledging the difficulty of working in your precinct.
Whoa. Now you're a real cop, Raphael. Wait, so... have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
Oh.
He says it matter-of-factly and moves on. He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event.
Huh. What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. And it's the coalition government that makes all these rules?
And the moral intern, more broadly, but yes.
His gaze is absolutely fixed on a window below that just went dark. So Slug, who's your favorite character so far? I feel like Kim is like a really like basic choice, but I really do like Kim a lot. He's a lot more complex than he seems at first, and I like that about him. I think he's a really fun character. I like Raphael too, but Raphael's kind of like we're Raphael, and we get to determine what Raphael does. You know what I mean? If I had to pick a different NPC that's not Kim or the protagonist, he's trying to learn who he is. If I had to pick one outside of them, I think I really like the pawn shop cashier. I liked them a lot. I liked their vibes and their kind of like sullen demeanor. And then Joyce was pretty entertaining too. Oh, and what's his name? Fuck, I can't remember his name. The guy who's sitting on the railing at the Union. The one with the long hair. The kind of like the philosophical socialist character. I like him a lot too. I liked his vibes. Mañana. Yeah. My favorite NPC is the primordial ooze in Raphael's head. Call me Mañana. Yeah, I liked Mañana a lot too. Call me Mañana. Moral intern. What is that?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe them? If I didn't know, how would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the real belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
An impotent neoliberal government. I like the weird NPCs because I can have a laugh, yeah. An impotent neoliberal fucking government. Wow. Never heard of that before. Cringe, yeah. Centrists. What do they believe in? They don't believe in anything. They're fucking centrists. What is their symbol? What do you think of them? What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Oh, God. What's their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Uh-huh. Oh, they're just neolib fascists? Yeah. Yeah, that's why it made me giggle. No, you don't understand. We can't challenge the status quo. You have neocorpos patting each other on the back and butt. Yeah, they believe that the white picket fence that hasn't been attainable for the better part of 50 years. Yeah. Self-discipline is not give... Self-discipline to not give people love and compassion. Yeah, exactly.
Something ominous.
Yeah.
Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner.
Oh, who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
I see. What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
Bad take, Kim, but an understandable one.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like the moral intern?
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
Up
But
yours!
the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
Lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on a cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. Things are bad out there. We need them here giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeoisie organization protecting bourgeoisie rights. He was a woke moralist! Disgusting! Mutter silently. Immigrants, liberal kips, fucking men are turning... Oh, Jesus. Average Republican response. On second thought, yeah. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeoisie organization. Protecting bourgeoisie rights.
No, we are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting the people of Revachol. That's the hand we were dealt. Without the MI, we would be common vigilantes.
Vigilante sounds bad. Maybe we should make our own law. Whoa. Centrists are a pain in the ass right now, because right now the majority of our Congress is a massive no ideology centrists that allow the current government to go because it maintains the status quo. Yeah. President basically transferred all the budget to the president of the Congress, so they order the money around too. Jesus. I like him. He is clearly a centrist too, and he doesn't strive for change, but he's still a good guy. That's why I like him. Yeah. I like him because he's a good person. He's just got a very basic ideology, but I think he has to allow you to be whoever you want in this game. You know what I mean? To make Raphael into whoever you want them to be. Up your wars, woke Moists. We'll see who cancels who. Why did I say that out loud? Vigilante sounds bad. Maybe we should make our own law. What, like it's the police? That's worse. Vigilante is okay with me. None of these are good. I don't like any of these, but Vigilante sounds bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
He looks at the roundabout. Centrists presuppose that preventable deaths are more acceptable than the immediacy needed to make needed meaningful change. Yeah, and change. And that's why they frustrate the shit out of me. I think this is what I love most about this game so far. Mentioning these political ideas in the same context as you explore Raphael's fractured mindscape. You hear self-discipline while staring out what a self really is. Yeah. It's really taking into account political ideology and philosophy all at once. And coping with all those things while you're also grasping on your own existentialism. It's a lot. And I like it a lot. What we call the big center is just there. He is just a facts guy. If they change, he changes with them. The thing is I can understand that sentiment, but that's why I think it's a bad take. The notion that centrism and the status quo are presupposed facts, like I don't agree with, because I don't think they're facts. I think they're the status quo. And I think the only way they change is if you really do question them. And if you make a meaningful push to change them. And the reality too with Kim is like, I think Kim, in being a moralist who has slowly changed his ideals and finds purpose in being part of the RCM, like what we said, even though I don't think Raphael even has a full understanding of what he's saying yet, we are instruments of a totalitarian centrist regime. So, and I don't know that he's even I don't know if Kim is willing or able to confront that yet. You know what I mean? If he ever will be. I agree, and the game is still not kind to centrism, even if it treats Kim nicely. I think Kim needs to be that bastion of centrism, like I said, to allow the player to make those decisions without certain levels of judgment from an ideological perspective. Clearly, we're a fuck up, and whenever we do fuck up, it makes him uncomfortable. But I think that's part of the charm with it. From an ideological perspective, the player is allowed to make those decisions without judgment. And I think that's what's important about it, too. So as much as I disagree with him being a centrist, makes sense from a narrative perspective why he would be. Also, he's cute, and I like him. As unhinged as this game is, it's impeccable in its writing. Yeah. Me drive horn, be safe, Hig. Doing their stuff, spending the money, and maintaining the status quo. Was lurking, didn't see it right away. It's Whig history, the notion that everything that happens was supposed to happen, leading towards a centrist norm. It's an excuse to do nothing but resist change. Exactly. And again, this notion that when things change, then that will be that'll be the facts that I follow. And it's they don't change until you push for them to change. And if you recognize that the way things are is wrong, it's not working, then you have to push towards change. You have to push towards improvement. Thank you for the wisdom slug dog thing. Yeah, I'm a very knowledgeable slonky creature. It's like being a leftist and giving a working, detailed explanation of how to improve life, and centrists saying, yeah, but that's not how life is right now. Yeah, that's very well said, Giuseppe. It misses the point, and they're paralyzed by the idea of the way things are. Paralyzed by the idea that the way things are must be. Yeah, like the notion that because we live in this perceived reality, it's always been that way, and it's always going to be that way. And it's just nonsense, because the reality is things have only been this way for a short period of time, and they will change. It's just about what allows them to change and what impetus follows that change. And you have to be directly involved in that change. You can't just allow it to happen to you, because it's going to happen to you one way or the other. But just being this like middle of the road centrist that thinks you're going to be absolved from whatever those changes are, whether it's fascism or climate catastrophe, like, I'm sorry, but you're going to be fucking subject to them as well. Like that guy from Monday. The guy from Monday was clearly a fucking centrist, but he was also somewhat aggressive. I guess most centrists are. He was very aggressive in maintaining his defense of the status quo. But in doing so, you can't really do it because you don't have any real evidence to justify why you're defending what you're doing and why you're defending maintaining status quo. Because ultimately, like, you can very much recognize that the status quo is not working for people. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, like, you could call yourself an enlightened fucking centrist, but it doesn't fucking mean anything at the end of the day. It's like, okay, well, what about global poverty? What about local poverty? Like, so what's your solution there? Like, bootstraps, work harder. It reduces itself to ultimately, like, fucking nonsensical reactionary Republican arguments, conservative arguments, rather. And it's why that guy made me so goddamn mad. Scummy dog in my head is starting to hurt. It's starting to make sense, brother. I'm scared. I made it back in time to hang out for a little bit. How's the disco party going? Hi, Traves. We're kind of wrapping up the first day, which I think is allowing us to confront a lot of the ideology and a lot of the experiences that we've had up to this point. Status quo will change regardless of if you influence it or not. It will and it won't, but if you have no, you're right, it's going to change. But if you refuse to involve yourself in the process of that change, it might not change for the better. You know, it probably won't. If you're not involved in it, and other people are, and those other people think that certain people don't deserve rights, things probably aren't going to end up good for you on the other side of what the new status quo is. And it's why you have to be engaged, and it's why you have to confront these things and not say stupid shit like, how are you going to pay for it? You know what I mean? Just make more money. I hate that I used to call myself a centrist. We all go through periods of growth. Hell, I used to be a fucking chud. A lot of centrists become passive enforcers. This is the way it is, therefore I will call you out for being different. Quite literally. And yeah, that's essentially what happened on Monday. Yeah, I guess that's where the aggression comes from. Passive enforcers, but even though, like, when they see something they disagree with and something that challenges their perspective of the world around them, yeah, they'll sit there and they'll double down on it, because being forced to contest with the reality that the things they believe are fucking stupid and counterproductive, and ultimately, like, making apathy into an ideology, yeah, you have to run from that, because otherwise you have to fucking engage with it. As a centrist, you genuinely don't have ideas that aren't affirmations of already existing structures. Pretty much. Which, again, it's why, obviously they frustrate me, because they are a barrier to change in their own fucking capacity. More often than not, a lot of them are just apathetic. But they are a barrier to change in that own, whether they're apathetic or whether they're passively, like, supporting the current existence that we're in. But more than that, like, a lot of times they just have a very rudimentary understanding of the political systems, the economic systems, the world that we exist in, the environment, science. Like, they have a very, very, like, I'm hesitant to call them a jack of all trades and a master of none, but that's kind of the best way I could come up with it, in that, like, they have a very, very minor understanding of all these things, of politics, of socialism, or not socialism, of sociology, of economics. But instead of, like, acknowledging that they're like a layman who has a very basic understanding of these things, like, we're talking like a 12th grade education, maybe a second year in college, to where they're able to apply these things, they act like they're the fucking smartest person on the goddamn planet. Every fucking centrist I've ever met behaves like that. And it's really, really frustrating. Because it's like, dude, you don't even know the nuances of the things that you're discussing. The Dunning-Kruger effect. Yeah, quite literally. That's usually centrism in action, and it's frustrating. Just make more money. By the way, did y'all realize that so-called centrists always lean to right-wing arguments? I legit want to know why. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, the status quo that we engage with is and this is kind of more of a general sense because you're not in the United States, but like just the world that we live in is primarily run by white supremacy and capitalism. And these are concepts that come through a right-wing lens. So like, even though we have like neoliberal governments all over the fucking planet, a lot of it is through a much more right-leaning perspective. And that's where I think, well, that's why I think centrists always end up going towards more right-leaning arguments because, like I said, they don't have a deeper understanding of any of the shit they're engaging with. All they know is lived experience, which lived experience can be helpful, but a lot of times centrists, based on lived experience, is lived experience with a lot of fucking privilege and a lot of things that they haven't had to actually contend with, like discrimination or racism or poverty. Like a lot of these people that are self-proclaimed centrists have never had to engage with these real-world experiences. So where somebody who has engaged with those things typically ends up being a leftist because they recognize that the status quo is not working for them or anybody else. A person where the status quo is working for them will defend it from that perspective. And that perspective typically tends to be right-leaning. Hopefully that makes sense. Maybe countries we control. The trade-offs should just work harder. Yeah, exactly. Centrists are the true conservatives and the conservatives are just reactionaries. More or less, yeah. Liberals, I would say, are conservatives. But yeah, typically liberals and centrists are in the same fucking bucket. I didn't expect to talk this much at the end of stream. Hold on, let me do a spit pee. There may be some concept of wealth with resources and skilled services, but it's mostly made up silly numbers. Yeah, it's usually based on sort of like means testing, which again is like this sort of concept of experience and establishment in the world that they are fucking familiar with, because it's the only version of something, it's the only version of a country, of a society that makes sense to them because they've never really fucking tried to explore the nuances beyond what they know. I think that's why I don't mind Kim's centrism. He's not apathetic and he clearly understands what's going on. He probably just doesn't think change can happen. Yeah, I totally agree, Foster. And again, it'll probably become more apparent as the game goes on. But I think Kim's centrism stems from his cynicism. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's like, things are good. Like, I don't think he thinks that. I think he recognizes things are fucking bad. But at the end of the day, like, what's he supposed to do as an individual? I think is his perspective, which there's lots you can do as an individual. One of the biggest things is not losing hope. But again, in the position he's in as a self-proclaimed police officer, it's got to be a very bleak perspective to look at a world like this and still retain some level of hope. You know what I mean? I want to kiss Kim Kitsuragi. See, this is the most important takeaway right here. All these things we're talking about, that's the most important thing to take away from this. Whether or not, centrism has validity or not, the important thing here is that we want to kiss Kim on the mouth. Also, hi, Krakenwork. It's one thing to not be engaged. I get that life is hard. It's another thing to think you've got it all figured out. Exactly. I understand the certain level of apathy and the disengagement from it. It frustrates me because, again, at the end of the day, politics is still going to happen to you whether you engage with it or not. But if you disengage with it and you don't understand it, do not show up in my chat and ask me how you're going to pay for it when I'm talking about fucking trains. You know what I mean? I'm going to fuck those trains. Some of them use the term enlightened centrist unironically and it kills me. That's what somebody called themselves the other day when I was pointing out that if you remain neutral in the stance of people losing their rights in the wake of Roe being overturned, if you remain neutral in people in that scenario, then you are an enabler and you are on the side of oppressing. And they told me that was dumb. And they immediately followed that up with, you must be a radical leftist. Hi, I'm so-and-so. An enlightened centrist is what they called themselves. This is the same person who quoted Star Wars as well, by the way. Just Just throw that out there. This game goes in incredibly hard on the idea of centrism. I think it has to, because it's a lot of why things work the way they do in this reality. Got to get all that brain rot out so it doesn't get faster while you're gone. Yeah. I used to be a centrist. I still have some tendrils of it because of my personality. Experiencing some LGBT discrimination and seeing those who never experience anything put things in perspective. Again, that's what I'm talking about. Like, lived experience is from the lens of oppression will really start to change your mindset. If all you have are lived experiences, not to say you don't have critical thought, because Vaughn is my go-to when I'm like, I don't know how to explain this because my dumb slonky brain doesn't do words good. Vaughn is a wonderful critical thinker, and if y'all ever want to talk, y'all want more information about this type of stuff, I would very much make Vaughn my first pick in who to educate you, because he puts the stupid things I say into a much more eloquent pattern. But what I was going to say is, if you don't have the capacity for critical engagement with these things, meaning like education, if you don't have the means or the availability or the resources to sit down with it and engage with it, lived experiences are the next best thing. And what I mean like that is, like, when dumb online leftists are like, read theory or you're not a real socialist, like, some people don't have resources and access to those things. So the idea that you would call somebody who's lived through these experiences, racism, transphobia, true marginalization in their lives, that they somehow have not, they don't understand the reality they're living in, is disingenuous. Lived experiences are powerful and informative. But if you've never experienced any sort of discrimination in that capacity, your lived experiences ultimately come up somewhat meaningless. Not to say they're completely meaningless, but in comparison and to justify your centrism, they're absolutely meaningless. Hell, I live on a leftist governed country and it's still shit. My government is basically like the Clares. Yeah, exactly. Say there are liberals who are genuinely committed to the ideas of liberalism, but most are just centrists who support it because it's what exists. Well, yeah, because it's the status quo and they've never really experienced suffering under it. They've usually experienced some level of prosperity. They have shelter. They have a consistent income to maintain that shelter. They have food. They don't worry about paycheck to paycheck. Now, some do, and some misunderstand why they're in that situation, which is why propaganda is so important. And it's why I am a cartoon Slippy on the internet who does propaganda, because I got to get to them before fucking PragerU does. You know what I mean? He will fuck trains. That's a threat and a promise. They're lucky I wasn't in chat. Dude, Giuseppe, I was half tempted to like ping you, ping Jackerel, but chat did great. Like, chat karate ducked him into oblivion, and it was the funniest fucking thing in the world. Like, I literally got up to feed my cats, and I came back, and everybody was just metaphorically and literally karate ducking him, and it made me laugh so hard. I love this community so much. I'm gonna miss y'all this next week. I really am. No, we're not there yet. We're not done yet. We're not done with the day yet. I'm glad I wasn't here. I might have entered redacted mode. Now remember that ass? Yeah, but Slug only a Sith deals in absolutes. Oh, yeah, karate duck. Vaughn is wise and cool and pog? Yes, Vaughn is cute. Vaughn is very pog. Maybe me too. I can be pinged. I think, Henge, you understand a lot of the, like, textbook interpretation, a lot of it still. I think you're still in the process of learning some of it. Not to say you lack understanding of it, but that you've only recently gotten there. You know what I mean? You've only recently gotten there, so that you still have things that you need to engage with and contend with. But considering the short period that you've engaged with it, you are very knowledgeable. And you're able to engage with verbiage and colloquialisms that I even struggle with sometimes to draw upon. A lot of that is my ADHD, and that, like, I know the words, but sometimes I just forgore. But you're pretty good at that. Henge has a bazooka instead of a scalpel. Yeah, that's probably a good way to describe it. Vaughn has a lot more measured responses, and I think this isn't necessarily a negative for Henge, because I have a bazooka and I don't have a scalpel. It's why I do what I do. We all play our role, but I think Vaughn is a lot more nuanced in his responses to things. Ultimately with the same intention at the end of the day. It's just about how to get there. And it's having a little bit more patience with it. That said, Henge's bazooka is a lot less likely to fire off like mine is. Henge has more patience than I do when engaging with people. I have very, very little patience. So, I'm a red-pilled centrist. I believe that change is bad because I'm doing good, and you're just a woke moralist. Very so true. That's why I modded you. I have a bazooka and a scalpel. Yeah, a bazooka with scalpels in it. If you've never had to force a smile while you're scared, it's hard to tell a difference when you see them. They're all just happy little smiles. That's how privilege works too. Exactly. Paul will headbutt you out of the ring. I'm picturing a scalpel as a bayonet on a bazooka. Yeah. I'm literally the teleports behind you meme. Slug has 2 fingers on the trigger and infinite ammo. Yeah, I run in with my face. I just got back from camping in a thunderstorm. Tried to lurk, but internet was spotty. Oh, anyway, Slug's final stream. Yeah, forever. I'm going away forever. Thank you for stopping in, Kusa. I'm glad you're okay, even though your internet was spotty. Nothing personnel, kid. All right. Now I'm caught up on chat. Anyway, Kim's centrism. All right, let's try and get to the end of this day. I was worried I was going to be like, well, I guess I'll end like 30 minutes early, but it worked itself out. A stun lock snuck its way in. You know what I mean? He looks at the roundabout.
Lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
Oh, it's Tuesday, isn't it? In chat here, I have a bazooka, but despite my behavior, I'm also pretty patient, often take my time to explain shit and dunk on folks when they're in bad taste. That's what I was getting at, is you're a nice in-between, I think. Henge is very smart and good. Quick stun lock him more so you can never leave. Oh, it's Tuesday, isn't it? The way I act here isn't how I act everywhere. Well, I'm glad you could be unhinged and feral in here. This game does that to you. I never replayed a game back to back. Yeah, I could see myself doing that if I wasn't streaming it. I just say curse shit. All of you say curse shit. All of y'all say y'all want to put stuff inside of me. But when push comes to shove, not pushing and shoving stuff inside of me. When push comes to shove, y'all show up when I need you to. And that's what makes me happy. We do? That's what I mean. Like, it's all goofing and fucking around most of the time, which is what I want to be able to do. But like when somebody shows up in chat to cause problems, I know I can count on y'all to keep the vibes comfy and karate duck anybody who tries to make things uncomfortable. Y'all will karate duck them. I appreciate Henge's hunger for knowledge and desires to grow. Put what inside of you? It's Shivers incorrect. Shivers is correct in all cases. Whoa. No, I want to put you inside me. There are 437 wolves inside of you. You are a slut. True. Don't make fun of the narrator for being English. I'm not. I'm just making fun of the English for being English. Henge is a powerful gamer. Yeah. Say nothing and just look out into the night. I want to thank him, though. Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Whoa. He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door.
Yes?
Okay. Bye. Imagine being British cringe. 437 wolves from Vampire Survivors. I read a lot and I'm pretty patient. I just let my unhinged out here. I like to be knowledgeable. That's what I was getting at. You are much more well-read than I am. Do you want me to warm you up, Kim? Can I kiss you on the mouth? See you in the morning. Bye. It feels kind of... I'm like getting emotional. Seeing him leave and know I'm gonna be leaving for a week? I don't know, I'm getting like emotional all of a sudden. Whoa.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Crawl in.
The sheets
why does this feel so final?
Clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Whoa.
And
I
then
mean...
sleep doesn't.
Whoa.
And then sleep doesn't come.
Don't worry, Slug, you can never truly escape from us. I think it got said earlier, trigger warning for this. I think there's suicidal, potential suicide, trigger warning, death, that kind of thing. Just probably heavy shit. So FYI. And then I'm probably going to wrap up after this. So if you want to duck out now, I understand. I love you all a ton. I'm gonna do my goodbyes after this, but if you need to duck out now, I get it. And I will see you in the Discord for sure over the next week. And then I'll be back a week from tomorrow. So next Thursday will be the first stream I have coming back. Remove your lungs with surgical precision. Warning, Kim may not marry us. All right. But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Hey, this is me every night. Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Oh, check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Spippy and Stramch, thank you. Just like me, for real. Every night. Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing.
Whoa.
Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
I hate this. This is like legit every goddamn night. Roll over to the other
It's
side.
a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Whoa, I wish to snooze. Yeah, unhinged mad scientist. Hello, yes, I would like one sleep, please. Who killed him, who? No more thoughts. Fall
Your
asleep
breathing
now.
steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Henge will construct the demon core. Slug will crack open. This is actually what it's like trying to get to sleep. Just stop talking. We don't need to talk right now. Yeah. Whoa. Is this sleep zone? This is sleep zone. Well, we're gonna have to deal with sleep zone when I come back. Dreamscape, day 1. Okay, new save? Save. Okay, confirm. Whoa, Slug sleeps for a full week? The lucky bastard? Yeah. All right, let me escape. Main menu, confirm. Spicy radiation, jawbreaker. Whoa, quit. Conform. Come over here. Ha. Hi. Hi, I don't want to go. God, I wish that were me. I don't want to go. I don't want to go now, but I have to. I have to go. Lawatu, thanks for the follow. I don't want to go, but I have to. Here, let me get this graham cracker off my face, and my shades. I'll leave the Fisk though. She's not hurting anybody. As well as the tungsten core, we have to set him free. Oh, you cute. Do the fam thing. Oh, no, fuck you. I'm gonna miss y'all. Follow so I don't risk you slipping out of my recommends when you get back. What the heck? Thank you. Well, I hope I'll see all of you. Do not, in any circumstances, remove the screwdriver. Yummy. I can't believe Slug is gonna die. See you next time, Slug. Stay safe. See you, Splay Slonky. I'll be around in the Discord. I'll be shit posting on Twitter, I'm sure. I'm gonna be fucking bored. You got a tree stump? Yeah, so I can do my uppies. Gronknork, I think you're new here. I don't normally look like this. This is my yippee form. Sometimes I look like this, though. This is my... I should